What's up, family? Happy Friday or Saturday, depending on what part of the world you're in. Yeah, man, it's going down. If this is your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. I'll give my spiel and then I'll come back and give some shout outs. If you want to skip the line, family, you can jump into the super chat. Also, smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. We got to put it in their face, family. So we got Boosie's son who recently spoke out about people coming after his dad over his comments about Dwayne Wade's son, Zaya, who wants to be a girl. Well, actually, they have how do I say this? He is now a girl to them. How about that? He's identified as a girl, and Boosie had some choice comments about it. Boosie was like, if you want to be gay, let the kid be gay, but don't chop off his private part. A lot of people had something to say about that. What's interesting is that people had something to say about Boosie having something to say about something that they said was not his business, but they're getting on Boosie about saying something. In other words, they're not minding their business either, because if the way I see it, if you get mad about Boosie dipping his nose in somebody else's business, now you're dipping your nose in Boosie's business, right? So in any event, people coming after Boosie, man, mind your own business. It ain't got nothing to do with you. How does it affect you? And his son, Tootie, took exception to it. Tootie said, F Dwayne and his son. I don't care he gay. My pop said what he said. Stop sending me that, adding, bet you won't say it to our face. He followed that up with, I know this chick that would do some strange, well, actually said, I know this chick that would do some things to D-Wade's son, that will make that boy back straight. That's what he said. Hey, the apple don't fall far from the tree, huh? The youngster went in, got his pops back, like Dwayne Wade has his sons back. You dig what I'm saying? So the question is, who do y'all think is right in this whole situation? Who do you think is right? I don't have a problem stating my opinion. You know, I don't have a problem. I'm not going to ride the line. You know, like I understand what people saying, minding your business, and there is a certain amount of validity to that, minding your own business, and a certain amount of safety to that, minding your own business. There are people who have been murdered for not minding their own business, right? I just don't like the hypocrisy, right? People say, when Boosie said what he had to say, people are saying, mind your own business. But when T.I. had the situation with his daughter, where he spoke about going to the gynecologist with her and making sure that he checks to make sure her hymen is intact, nobody said mind your own business. Everybody had something to say. In fact, people went as far as calling him a bad dad. You know, all kinds of, I mean, they just went in on T.I. Ooh, yucky, ooh. That's not the society that we live in. They called a man who is protective of his daughter. Some people might say overprotective of his daughter. They called him gross and nasty and too authoritative. He's over-parenting, too strict. They called, and then some people called him everything but a child of God, because he said that he went to the gynecologist, and his wife makes sure that he goes to the gynecologist with his daughter to make sure that her hymen is intact. He later cleared it up to say that, hey, I've never been in the room with my daughter when she was going to the gynecologist. I've never checked her like that to see if her hymen was intact. I think he made an off-cuff, remark. But people just took it just went in on him for that. This is a father who has his daughter, who raised his daughter under the same roof. We got this problem, where we love to talk about how the Black father is absent. Black man ain't never in the house. Now we got a Black father that's in the house, that's been there for his daughter from day one, has provided, protected, guided, taught, coached, counseled, and befriended. He's doing all these things. And he does one thing that people don't agree with, and that is going to the gynecologist with his daughter and being concerned about her purity, continuing to be a virgin, right? And people lose their fucking minds. They lose their minds. But this kid, and keep in mind also, this was T.I.'s daughter, was, I think, is 18, 19 years old at the time he's saying all of this stuff. This kid is 12 years old saying he wants to change his sexual identity. He wants to change from a boy to a girl. And people are silent, and people are going along with it. And they're saying, mind your own business now. Now it's mind your own business. But when the father who does all the things, or has done all the things that we require and the things that we always complaining about, that is a shortage of, when he steps up to the plate to protect his daughter, then he's everything but a child of God. T.I. is everything but a child of God for protecting his daughter and supporting his daughter. Dwayne Wade gets praised for supporting his son, who now wants to be a daughter, who he is now identifying as his daughter. Man, y'all don't see the hypocrisy in that? I'm just looking for some consistency, man. Where is the consistency? I agree with Boosie. If the boy gonna be gay, let him be gay. Ain't nothing you can do about it anyway. Only thing you can do once if your child is gay, ain't nothing you can do but love on them. That's it, period. They're gonna do what they wanna do. Once they identify, once they say, this is what I wanna do, this is what they're gonna do. But I think it's also important for a parent to guide their children. Children don't have it figured out. That's why you have guardians. They don't have it figured out. So it's incumbent upon the parents. It is the parents' duty. Their first priority is to protect their children. Now, to guide, protect, make sure that you give those children the essential tools to help them navigate in this wicked society that we live in. Help them get through and give them the best advice. They ain't got it all figured out. So when they come to you with something that you know is not right, you don't just go along to get along and say, well, that's my child, I gotta support him. If your child wanna be a dope dealer, you gonna support him? If your child wanna be a stripper, you so automatically just support them just because they wanna be a stripper? I know being a stripper is popular right now, but come on, man, who who births their child and say, ooh, I want my child, I really love for my child to be a stripper someday. Now, like I said, it's important to love your child. It's important to support your child. But you support your you support your child as a human being, right? You don't have to support all of your child's decisions. You see? Because your child is going to make a lot of stupid decisions. They're incapable of making some of these decisions. Some adults can't even decide what they want to be today or tomorrow. How in the hell is a 12-year-old kid going to figure it out? How does a 12-year-old kid have it figured out? No, he's not smarter than everybody else. No, he's not a genius because he decided he wanted to be a girl. No. So I just see, it just amazes me and how so many people know that something is not right. And one of the first, what do they say? What do a lot of people say when they know something ain't right, but people are doing it and it's accepted by the public? It's basically being accepted. They're trying to make it a societal norm. What do people say? Well, you know, that's what they're doing now. And they will just not say anything. They'll just go along to get along. Why is it important for some people to get bent out of shape, and it's cool for some things, and then other things they go, oh, well, you know, you don't need to be speaking on that. Oh, mind your own business. I think that we can all agree. How many of us right now, how many people listen to this show right now? Even the people who disagree with my standpoint. How many of you right now, especially the Black people, how many of you right now, if you saw a Black person dyeing their skin, or you heard of a Black person dyeing their skin, that would think that was okay? What would you say? You would call that self-hate, and you know you would. Be honest. I'm talking about being who you are and being happy with who you are when God made you, what you was born into this world to be. I'm saying being happy about that. Yes, we can make improvements, about certain things about us, but we know that dyeing your skin is not a damn improvement. 100% of people listening to me right now would say, if they saw a Black person dyeing their skin, even if they were the Black person dyeing their skin, they would say, yes, that is a form of self-hate. Yes, I'm dyeing my skin because I hate my color. I hate it. So how is it that we can all universally agree that dyeing your skin, a Black person dyeing their skin, trying to become lighter and whiter, is self-hate, but changing your whole sexuality is not? Well, attempting to. Identifying as a whole separate gender, like, that's cool, and ain't nobody got a problem with that. I'm not saying that for people that has to live that life, that they should be ostracized, targeted. I don't think that people should, that should be any type of hate, toward people that have to live that life. I don't believe in marginalizing the people that's already being marginalized. I don't believe in that. But y'all cannot convince me that that's cool. That's all I'm saying. I'll be the first one to defend somebody. Somebody try to attack somebody, like, I'll be the first one to defend them, say, nah, man, that ain't cool, lay off. Hell no, I ain't with that. In fact, when I was in high school, I've taken up for homosexuals. Like, dudes try to beat on them, and no, man, that ain't cool, dude. Leave the dude alone. But right is right. And y'all ain't gonna convince me otherwise. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me start in my super chat. What a super chat. Okay, Stephen Kendrick. What's up? We got a new member in the building, Stephen Kendrick. Y'all give Steve a big shout out. Rude Dan says, Dwayne is a star who put his business out there for the world to see. Boosie has a right to his opinion, of which I second. Okay. Solo Dolo says, they're delusional and mentally ill. So, let's go over here. So yeah, a good point. Rude Dan says, hey, Dwayne is a star who put his business out there for the world to see. See, what I think happened is that Dwayne Wade, they put that information out there because they want people to co-sign it. I know for a fact they didn't think everybody was going to be co-signing that. They putting it out there because they want to believe what they're doing is right. And they want people to agree with it. You cannot put your business out in public for people to give an opinion because you're putting it out there so that people can give an opinion. But when somebody gives an unpopular opinion, when you put your business out there, you can't lose your mind and go mad and be like, oh man, I can't believe, I'm doing this here, da, da, da. You can't all of a sudden even play the victim. You can't act like a victim when you're putting that information out there for the world to chime in on. Loretta Toombs, what's up, Loretta? Appreciate you. I see you. I see you. I see you. What's up, Julian P? Family, make sure you smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Let's see. TT Tronda says, why did he wait until he retired from the NBA to go full blown with this? Perhaps he thought it might have been a distraction. Because think about like everything about his life right now is his son's identity, his son's sexual identity. That's it. All of the talk show circuits the talk show circuit he's on right now, every time he sit down to talk, it's all about his son. It ain't about his career, what he's doing post NBA. It's all about his son. Social media, everything's about his son. Family, make sure y'all give a shout out to Miss Michi on the moderator duties. Miss Michi, appreciate you. Miss Michi helped me keep the trolls away. But we be doing them trolls bad. We do the trolls bad around here. Wait a minute, this is an interesting comment if I can get back to it. Let's see. Let me get back to that. That's an interesting comment. Where is it? Where is it? That was a good one. Man. Okay, Black to Death says, children are in no position to make decisions on their own, especially when it comes to sex. Okay. You know how everybody's so concerned about their children having sex. That's the big talk. It's a big deal. The sex talk is a big deal. Everybody is very concerned about that. So we've gone from just having a conversation about when's the right time to have sex to actually changing your whole sexual identity, and that don't have a right time. That is like if they're 3, if they're 4, if they're 5, if they're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, at any point, we can have that conversation. Come on, man. Are y'all listening to what's happening? Come on, man. Young girls, 12 says, young girls are taken in by the parent to get birth control. So yeah, most know that a kid 5, 8, 12 years old don't even understand sex to know that, missed it. Damn, this damn chat is moving too fast for me. All right, but we got the gist of what you were saying. We get you. Edith says, shame on the parents. Some things not to be made public. Children are not responsible for making their own decisions. That's what I'm saying, family. How is it that a child, you know, as adults, we say, it's my house, I pay the bills, we doing it the way I want to do it. And when you start paying bills around here, then you can start making some decisions. How is it that all of a sudden, with this one issue, still all the other stuff they can't make their own decisions on. They still got to ask you, can they go outside? They still have to ask you, can they go to the party? But they can tell you that they want to have a sex change and you accept it, don't even ask questions and just say, okay, I got to jump in and support that. Come on, man. Got this damn song in my head, this Lizzo song. I put my head down. What she said, put my head down, check my nails. Baby, how you doing? The song is in my head. I don't even know if I'm saying the words right. That is a catchy song. You know what's going on with me lately? I had a dream about Gayle King last night. I had a dream that we were we were at some type of event, and we were like in the backstage area, and she was like right, there was like some type of stage, and she was like right in the hallway before you get to the stage, and I walked by, and I looked at her, and I let her make it. I just kept walking, but it threw off my energy for a moment. But yeah, I don't know where that came from, but yeah, I had Gayle King in my dream. Yes, Charlene, that was scary, very scary. Seller says, them ain't dreams, them nightmares. I guess that was a nightmare. The last person that I would think that would enter my dreams. Rashida Nams, what's up, Rashida? Y'all say what's up to Rashida on moderator duties. She said she had a dream about Jay-Z. Real talk. Loud Green says they're coming for you, fam. I'm coming for them too. How about that? Okay, somebody said, oh man, I missed it again. Damn this damn chat. This chat. Somebody said that if the child grows up to want to have a sex change, then that's fine, but don't make them do it. Don't do that to the child while they're underage. Keep in mind, family, they're not telling people about these kids who are killing themselves. There are people who are killing themselves who are having sex change remorse, so to speak. They get the sex change and then they change their minds. And, you know, they realize that they've made a huge mistake and they want to change, they change their mind and they can't live with the decision anymore. And they're killing themselves. And this is going on right now as we speak in record numbers, but they're not telling you about that part of it. It's like how, you know, it's like how they advertise the beautiful destination spots, right? But they're not telling you about the tourists who get their drinks spiked and get robbed or killed. They don't tell you about that. All you see is the pretty stuff. All you see is the good stuff. They don't tell you about the other side, what the other things that are going on. And I want to say, man, I appreciate y'all too for not attacking this kid, not going in trying to disparage this kid, because he's just a kid. He don't know. He just don't know. You know, like the kid is being influenced, just like a lot of the other kids are being influenced in other ways. The kid is being influenced, and there's a lot of demonic stuff out there, and they're throwing it up against the wall and seeing what sticks. And some kids catch this, you know, some kids catch that, some kids catch this, some kids, you know, it's so much stuff out there that they're doing to try to influence our children, that you got to be on your game like 24/7. You cannot take a day off, because they don't take a day off. They're working on your kids all day, every day through the media. They're working on them at schools. They're working on them when they visit their friends' homes. They're working on them when they vacation. They're working on them at the airports. These images are everywhere. These negative images are everywhere, where they're trying to influence your children to do all kinds of stuff and to get down with all kinds of programs. So you have to be very, very careful out there. So I personally, and then we also have to consider that, you know, a lot of these kids have been, you know, molested. That's a big part of that community. You know, most of those kids, not a lot, but most of those kids have been molested. So it's not even their fault that they have those feelings. You know, they are being we're at war. They're being attacked. You know, they're being sexually assaulted. They're being assaulted by the media. You know, this is psychological warfare. It's a social construct going on here. So you can't like just go in on the kids because they just don't know any better. Even when I see youngsters doing crazy, wild things out there today, I know I was one of those wild kids. I was and I'm glad that the entire society didn't just write me off, because I feel like I've done more than enough good, and I continue to do a lot of good in society. So I feel like I'm an asset. But be careful, you know what I'm saying, how you address these kids. They kids, they just, you know, sometimes I see people on social media and they just go in on the youngsters. Like, you're not gonna get anywhere if you don't like something that a youngster is doing. You're not going to get anywhere verbally assaulting the youngster. They're not gonna listen to that. You know, it's an old saying, you get more bees with honey than you do vinegar. And many of us are using vinegar to try to reach the kids. You're not gonna reach them like that. Who in this super chat? Let's see. Okay, I saw Black to Death. What's up, Tasha Morris? Tasha Morris. She said, I agree with you. Boosie, Ricky Smiley, and all the other sane people. Way tripping. Love you guys. Love you back. Black to Death. Black to Death. I like that name, Black to Death. Buster Brown says, what is the biological mother saying about the situation? Has she spoken out? I haven't heard anything, but I suspect if she did speak out, they would try to mute her and they'll try to act like she's the bad parent. What's up, Craig Lyons? I keep rubbing my nose and stuff. For some reason, I feel like something's crawling on me, man. Y'all ever feel that? You ever get that feeling like something crawling? I just took a bath. Well, not a bath, I took a shower. I feel like something's like my skin, something's crawling on my skin. Y'all see anything? See anything on my nose? All right, anyway. Jeff Simpson says she's on Vlad TV. That's an old video, I believe. I saw that video. Yeah, that's old. G-Dub says video games are subliminally attacking the children's minds. Yeah, video games, absolutely. They're getting attacked from all angles. If you know something's going on out there also, it's okay to grab your kid and say, hey, what do you think about this? Even if you don't see them already into it, you need to ask them questions. Like, hey, you know, what do you think about this? These kids are doing this. What do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? What do you think about this? Ask questions. It's important. Because they may already be hip to something. You thinking your kid is too young to know about this or that, or you think they okay, you think your kid is perfect because you don't see your kid doing anything crazy. You don't see them getting into trouble. No, it just means that your kid is probably sneaky, more sneaky than you ever were. Okay, Miss American Horse says that could possibly be my nerves. You think? My nerves? I don't feel nervous. I don't feel any anxiety. I feel calm. nothing in particular is bothering me except this crazy society we live in. But I know how to compartmentalize that so it doesn't really affect me like that, you know, where I allow it to affect my energy or my health. Paul Nichols says, these spirits from hell is allowed to enter the homes of those who let them in. Okay. Wade let Gabrielle in and she brought her Hollywood demons. Whoa. He says she brought her Hollywood demons with her. What you think Wade mom thinks? She's a pastor. Yeah, but is she one of those old time religious pastors? She one of those old time religion pastors? Or she one of those new prosperity pastors? That question has to be answered. Hip to the hop. What's up? What's up, hip to the hop? Appreciate you. This gay man loves you, Willie D. Just tread lightly. He said tread lightly. Appreciate you, hip to the hop. I don't think I know how to tread lightly though. Yeah, I don't really know how to do that. So, you know, I am who I am, and that's all I am. I'm not Popeye the Sailor Man, but I'm Willie D. And I don't say what I say to purposely just be like an asshole or whatever. But I say what I say because I stand for something. And if I stand for something, can't nobody move me. Like society is not going to move me. Having the benefit of access is not going to move me. A bag cannot move me. I've been offered to sell out a few times. As recently as a couple of years, they came to me with the big bag. I mean, the big bag. You know, I'm talking a big bag. M's. And I turned it down because as long as this body belongs to me, I have possession of this body and this mind. My soul is not for sale. You're not going, you can't put a price on it. That soul gives me peace. It gives me peace of mind. I don't know if people can really relate to that. Some people can really relate to that, but I have a certain peace about myself and the decisions that I make, and you know, all I know how to do is be a man. You know, I don't believe in, like I said earlier, I don't believe in picking on people, pushing people around. I don't like bullies. That's why I go in on Trump all the time. Y'all wonder why. Why I won't leave Donald Trump alone? Like, because he's a bully. And he's counting on bullying people to continue to do what he want to do and get his way. And a lot of people are afraid of him. Look at all of those Republicans, those people that some might say have a lot more power than me. They're over there in Congress and they got all of this power, but they're afraid of Donald Trump. Like, I just operate like whatever you can do to me, I can do to you. And I mean that for anybody. Like, whatever you can do to me, I can do to you. So if you got some bad intentions for me, I better not find out. All right, let me go on. Let me get back, man. Aaron Muhammad. We can't dismiss the fact that D. Wade had influence in his son's mentality with that gender-bending style of dress when he was still in the NBA. Nah. That's a good point, bro. That's a good point. Point taken. With a Julian P. Man. Jordan Pippen says, I was just listening to Quit Hating the South with Willie D and UGK. Yeah, y'all check that out. Quit Hating the South, man. Quit hating the South. B Woke said, Willie D tweaking. Nah, homie. Nah. I've always been afraid of drugs like that. Like, because I'm an extremist. Like, if I do something, I'll be trying to do it right. You know, I'll be trying to do it right. I'm trying to be the best at what I do. I don't care what it is. I'm trying to be the best. This is why I'm so good at my interactions with the ladies. I'll be trying to be the best. All right. I was going down memory lane. All right, listen. But yeah, I've always been afraid of drugs because growing up, I saw people overdose doing drugs. I saw people like hitting the needle and stuff like that. And I saw a man die. Like I was a kid, like 7th grade or something like that. And I saw this dude in a cafe in my neighborhood, 5th Ward, die in the bathroom. I walked in the bathroom, he boom. So, and then I saw a lot of people like on drugs and stuff like that. So watching people on drugs and the effect that it had on them, I looked at it like, well, I don't really see the benefit of doing drugs because these people are out here, they ain't got no teeth in their mouths. You know, their teeth are rotten. The ones that they do have a rotten. They are pimping themselves out, men and women. They are on their feet. They're losing their homes, their cars, their families, their respect, you know, their dignity. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. And many of the stories that I heard growing up, people would say, I just tried a little bit. And then I didn't think it was going to do anything. And then all of a sudden, you know, here I am, and now I'm a junkie. It's like they thought that they could control it. They thought they could control that monkey, and they couldn't shake that. They couldn't get the monkey off their back. So for me, I just never did drugs because I was always afraid that I would take it to another level. That's the reason why I never did it. I never wanted to be that type of person that I saw that was doing drugs. The effects that I saw, I mean, drugs ravished my whole community growing up. And the stuff that I saw people doing behind drugs, I was just like, oh man, I never want to be that type of dude. I don't want to go through that. You know, even the people, when they try to kick the drug habit, they relapse. And they try to kick it again, get back together, and then they relapse. Then they try to get back together again, then they relapse. And then, like, you know, some people, you know, try to get off of it and they're successful the first time. Some people try to get off and they're successful after the 8th attempt. And then some people die in the gutter with a needle in their arm or foaming from the mouth from pills or whatever. So I never wanted to be that dude. So yeah, so if anybody ever tell you something about Willie D did some drugs, you can straight up tell them that's a lie. Tyree Bourne said, isn't this child endangerment? That's the excuse white supremacists will use to lock D Wade up. Nah, they ain't gonna use that. They're not gonna use that excuse in this situation. They are in support of this agenda. They're in support of this. They're not gonna use that. This is cool. You know, this is a win for white supremacy. Personally, I'm always trying to do the opposite of what white supremacists want. Whatever they want, I try to do the opposite. Super user, skinny jeans are very feminine. Okay, to tell us something we don't know. Earl Jones, what's up, Earl? Welcome, Earl Jones. Welcome, Earl Jones, as a member of the Willie D Live channel. Earl Jones. Solo Dolo say Wade might be on the DL and living through his boy. James 3D says Gabrielle the one who used to take him to nail spas and shit. While Dwayne Wade was playing those 82 games, y'all supported a fatherless home. This is the results. Who was that? Rolane says, we can't assume that the child's mother isn't good. They've pushed that woman out, I bet you that. These big demons out here, sad with this child gone. Yeah, you can't assume that the mother is bad. She probably just feels powerless. What's up, Gail Jones? Yeah, she probably just feels powerless. You know, Dwayne Wade got that make you disappear money. You know, the man got a lot of bread. So I'm sure that his ex-wife ain't got that type of bread. You know, anywhere near that type of bread. So she probably feels powerless. That's a lot to go up against. And now, you know, Dwayne Wade has the empathy and support of the media. Like the media has his back. Like the only wrong that he can do at this moment is get accused of sexually assaulting a white woman. If that happens, then they'll destroy him. But right now, he's the man. They're supporting him all the way. Family, make sure you let me know what city or state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're coming in from, what you're representing. What are you representing? That's what they say in New York. The East Coast boys say, what are you representing? They take that G off. What are you representing, son? You know, of course, it's a horrible accent, but a horrible imitation, but y'all get what I'm saying. I remember the first time some cats from New York was calling me son, and I was like, say, man, I'm a grown man. Do not call me your son. I got a daddy. Oh, you know, what do they say next? Oh, come on, son. That's just the way we talk. Don't talk to me like that. I'm not your son. But it was all love, though. I got a lot of homies in New York. A lot of homies. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of homies in New York. Especially in Brooklyn and in the Bronx and Harlem. And Queens. Yeah. Jamaica, Queens. All right, fam. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's Friday night. I was about to sing that song. It's Friday night. No, it's Friday night. No, it's Saturday night. It's another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. I got some money because I just got paid. That's a bad song. I like that song. Yeah, let me ask y'all a question before I wrap this thing up. And I'll ask this question, then I'll check my super chat, and then I'll go back and wrap it up, check the chat room, and then I'll rejoin y'all later. But in regards to the weekend, Friday, Saturday, do y'all still feel it necessary to have a date on Fridays and Saturdays to actually be out, to actually go out, be out partying? I know some people who live for the weekend. I mean, absolutely live for the weekend. Because I'm self-employed, every day is the weekend for me. Like, I party when I want to party. The weekend don't really do anything for me. But some people, man, that weekend, even that's what they call Wednesday, come hump day, they just start getting excited. Hump day, oh man, 2 more days down. I'm like, but for you guys, is Wednesday, I mean, is Friday and Saturday a must that you go out? What's up, Focus Hard? Nancy Pelosi is just as much a bully as Trump regarding the black agenda. Yeah, like there's a lot of bullies out there. I guess I ride Trump more often because, when Trump went after Barack Obama, I just didn't like the way he went after Barack Obama. I didn't support all Barack's policies. I didn't think Barack Obama was a great president, like some people do. But I knew that the only reason Trump was attacking Barack was because he was black. And because of that, I stood and I spoke out. Trump was calling Barack a fraud, saying that, he didn't even have a birth certificate. He wasn't born in the US, and he's been around politicians and political candidates for president for a long time. And he never required any of that from any of the other presidential candidates or presidents who happen to be all white. So all of a sudden we get our first black president, and now you want to see a birth certificate? So I knew that Trump was only attacking Barack Obama and many of the other people that were on that side. The only reason why they were attacking Barack is because he was black, and that's period. So I was like, well, and he rode Barack for 8 years straight. So I'm going to ride him for however long that he's in office. And when he's out of office, I am going to still be on him. I need at least 8 years straight. I'm not going to bend. Shiny V, Louisville, Texas. What's up, Shiny? Appreciate you. Louisville, Texas. Yeah, boy. So fam, we're gonna keep the discussion going. I'm gonna shut it down, but we're gonna keep it going. We give my super chatter one last shout out. Gotta really show love to that super chat because, hey man, you know, it's old saying, put your money where your mouth is. So I gotta show that extra respect there. Stephen Kendrick, Rude Dan, Solo Dolo, Julian P, Loretta Toombs, Tasha Morris, Black to Death, hip hop, hip to the hop. What does it say? No, I say hip to the hip. Now hip to the dip. Solo Dolo, again up in this bad boy. Aaron Muhammad, Solo Dolo again up in this bad boy. A super user, Julian P, Focus Hard, and Shiny V. That's what's up, family. Hey, until next time, man, y'all be careful out there. And like I say, just remember, you know, Dwayne Wade is putting his business out there for people to speak on. And once he put his business out there, he makes it our business, right? Nobody's going out there digging up his business saying, "Ooh, I wonder if Dwayne's son is straight or gay." Nobody's going out there looking for that. They're putting it out there. They're making these announcements and posting these bulletins and waving the flag. They're doing this stuff. And so once they put their business out there, it's public consumption. So, but at the same time, by saying that, I want y'all to keep in mind that this still a kid. It's a kid. So, you know, try to refrain from attacking the kid and saying disparaging things about this kid because he's a kid. He's confused. He don't know. He can't make these type of decisions. He's not ready to make these type of life-altering decisions. And he's still living. He don't even know who he is. Think about us when we were in high school and all of this stuff. We were still trying to figure out our own identity as far as who we were, not necessarily our sexual identity, but we were just trying to find our way, who we were. And many of us did, we didn't get comfortable, in our own skin till we reached our, 30s or 40s. You dig what I'm saying? So this kid is still trying to find out who he is. And so don't go in on this kid and don't co-sign when somebody else go in and try to disparage this kid or make jokes about this kid. Don't pile it on. In fact, let them know it ain't cool and then move around. Till next time, family, I appreciate y'all. No more talk.